Hello, welcome to another short tips and trick video. Um, when I made the previous video about storage condition and controlling humidity, I should have brought out this little device that I have. Okay, this is a humidity temperature gauge. It's cheap. You can buy a cheap one. I think I paid something like $10 or $12 for this one. As you can see, it say 45%, and it say temperature 72. Okay, I keep my house at the average of 72. I keep the heat kicked in if it dropped below 68. And this year, this winter so far, the heat turned on twice on 2 days. So it's give you an idea of how warm it has been in Florida this year. But when it come down to storage condition of a comic book or your collection, you can go on the internet and do all kind of research and reading, and or you can watch a lot of videos of people telling what to do. The best thing I can tell you is be informed, stay informed. A lot of how I handle my books or how I store my books is stuff that I read and research over the past 8-9 years. When I was in the hobby, when I started collecting in 1981 all the way through to 2008, I really did not pay much attention to storage condition. It was not something that was on my mind. It was not something that I thought about at all until I came back into the hobby in 2008, 2009, and I start to see what brought into my attention is, strangely enough, CGC label with the white page designation, off white to white, all that stuff. That was what prompted me to question, why is some books have white page and some have cream page or tan, or what changed the condition of the paper. That's the first time. In all honesty, up until 2008, there was not even a thought in the back of my mind. Sure, luckily, over the previous 20 plus years, as a collector, as someone that buy back issues, I didn't care to buy yellow brown books. It didn't look appealing to me. So the as some people would call it, the white supremacy in me kind of steer me away from buying brown or yellow books. So I kind of always go for the nicer, whiter books. So luckily, I bought a lot of nicer books and avoided a lot of yellow, brown, tan books. But it was good. It was good to start to pay attention to storage condition. And of course, the CGC forum is a very good source of discussion on all of these things. Whether it's answer the question, how safe is a safe, whether storing of books in a safe can cause rust. There's no definitive answer. Okay, there is no there are discussion there that would say that maybe perhaps it is the paint and chemical that was used inside the safe that can also cause the rust to happen instead of the moisture. So there's a lot of potential reason. Okay, I'm not saying, I think what I failed to mention was that part in the previous video, is that just because you store something in a safe, not every safe or safe deposit box trap moisture. Okay, I can tell you my safe deposit box at my bank is really good. Okay, I don't from time to time I have brought this into the bank and dropped it in the storage. in the safety deposit box, and then came back a week later and take it out and see, and it would say something like 25%. Okay, it's which is on a low end. That's why I keep one package in the whole box, because that's enough. I don't want it to go bone dry. Bone dry is not good either, but having one pack per safety deposit box is a good enough measure for me. But ultimately, I can't stress enough that be informed. If you have if you have no idea how humid your house is, or where you are, your apartment, your condo, it's good to have one of these devices just to see the ideal storage humidity level is something like 35 to 50%, something like that. You can go and read endless blogs and articles and research from many experts, and you will see something like that, in that like 70 degrees, 72 degrees, 35% to 50% humidity level, all that stuff. Mine is like I said right here, 44%. Ideal. It fluctuate. Mine fluctuate depend on the weather. Okay, if it's raining outside, that will go up a little bit. On a rainy day, if I put this outside my house, it's gonna be in the low 60s. In the summer, when it's humid as heck, it's gonna be in the 70. Okay, now I put a link below. So now that now that I'm about to end the video, I just want to mention I put a link below to the Library of Congress website, where if anybody that I pay more attention to is the expert there, because you're talking about the curators that take care of the Declaration of Independence and many historical documents that are centuries old. I give them more weight as far as their advice on how to handle paper, how to handle collection, how to store them, all of that, more so than some guy on the internet. Okay, so don't take my words or my videos or anything as some kind of expert's opinion. I'm not. Okay, the one thing that I want to convey to other collectors is that the best thing you can do for yourself is be informed and learn for yourself and decide for yourself on how to handle and store your collection. Okay, don't go by what I say. Read and decide for yourself. And that's it. Thanks for watching.